Add to that, it's about as sophisticated as a kick in the gooch. And I suppose it is, I hope. You know, maybe it's prophetic. We want to twist you, fucking Duffy, like a vacuum duct. How you can twist us, 12 red wheels for private scum. If you will, we'll grind their skin from bone. Frog shit, dead will, sent it, pried out, prized ash, your beautiful pelvic dynamo. We cut, not drink. Sand, private jeopardy, primal itch. Will dirt exalt, devil fucked. Hand it naught, wish to whisk. You fucked horn, libidinal screed. Liberal haggard nail. Wood felt is male active strip. His physique, groin there, hunts out, and more. Fuck off. And I'm going to read maybe one or maybe two from this. I don't know how relevant they are, but they're here. This is called Bird Polemic, and it's written in collaboration with a poet called Johnny Liren. How in the special limits, darling sparrow, gurning scum, the pontiff resonating cheeks, as hurt is so must be crack his skull. Nicely now. Obviously confiscated, predator and pure defactory went aloud like the honour of girl. Instead, the pontiff retrimmed, dedicated to end the limit. I have a smile pouring over land to well up in a vista corseting the sea. Stroke her loom, outerlaid a calm moon. Shadows, faintly remembering the car drove by the railroad tracks. What, intensified by lying flat at roof thyself at a glance. Oh, the same old face, so grey, shamed horse. Verity's what's wrong with Britain these days. Apart that piece of hate we call her, or snarl like a gum inside your coffee at dawn. What's the point, he said, in birds floating into the industrial motorised fan belt, still drunk and still flicking ash on scar tissue. I missed your face blot index, your racism aligned heart speed faggot. Settle your accounts with grace. Acts 29 forgotten and distributed into felt lining. Lace petticoats, sheared big gestures. Facially my pretty skirts and grieving. Crucify now, nice new talents. It'd be dead floor if something were to scapula. Alex love, fix your face and fuck off. Air whispers by, stand off, no world apart. This be love? Tremor, brought and accured, intense skin distortion when sleep deprivation. I'm killing your friends tonight, so you don't have to. Wouldn't you, unless at all by? In a Masonic lodge I felled your clotted whatever you want to. By and by the bird road, old blaze in forest heap, clattered protrusion out of torso or belly. Mine. Okay, feathers, he, oh beauty, screed, radiant dance was her name, yes, oh fetish hurt, can I be of service? I am useful in all sorts of ways, sucking, kicking, screaming, and mend the hum. I fell, withstand what you must be sure to fridge fan, won't you, darling? You said the door would be glued back to the frame, deplete formal armour as an act of non-consent in my arms, revision. Wound action was Autumn Crane, lipid falls off his freckled face, blue when you're cutting meat into cubes, playing straight guy, fallible god in situ and anger like a paralysis under strain, screed of temperance for blunder, pain across his palms. I've been a naughty boy, curve your zealous prattle, gem and peak time traffic, police there be no air beneath thy wings, bird prick through the windows of gods, Westminster Bridge, occupy nothing, rot in weaponized clouds, demand assistance on the stairs to work, forget this, it does good, my weird and liberal goat, there is only popular music, I cannot see you. Give it over to either, that's amazing, and I'll read one more and then give it over to Joe or Nat, who will be reading next. So this is entitled like this little black line, and then the beginnings of a letter D, and then a block, and then another line. I can't remember what it said, I think it was David Blom or something. Another one written by me and Johnny. That way I can hide behind him. Today, I want to say just something like, oh, I am scared that I can no longer sit cross-legged on the ground. I not be afraid of dogs, but when they are near, I tighten up. I worry I am a flay tapered. If you are to me dog, then sit cross-legged and breathe deeply. Breathe deeply out through the peak, and sometimes I do peek out, the storm robbed of its reality. Bloke in my office right now looks so much I want to CB3000 him. It isn't exactly I want to squeeze all my spots on his Wallingford lock or drive myself and my family sadly into the sea. At once I am afraid, can no longer sit cross-legged. I want to be a dog, afraid of dogs, but they're near tapered off. In John through the peak, I lived in Hastings, now it's a lie, in Cookmere where the grass is brown and salty lips carry me oh so flower of dog slather. Open thyself, preacherous sky, or answer to a dog whistle, huck thy place amongst the very defect stars, but those evil by reason goodness. Now, when the Moffat backs up through paranoid footing, you will still have at your arm, and I my throat, and pulling on a torn-out silver thread, clattered ghost, tumoured assault charge. To persist, if and when the whistle huck looks at one's back's urgent prefatory prized out for open what? Julian Levine on the old man, peeled dick, or cyst, or lesion of cloys, staple adjustments, inclined skin. You are sick, you hear me, fucking sick. Silt on the Ganges pepper, salty lips, a stray found its poor way to my neck, assist gypsum red flounce, so pretty London girl. To watch the height, here is a place, a basement, where they put their paedophiles on my guest list. Attack dogs, your guestless dog, fuck off, old sound, in cloys, stymie your kick for... Teeth, chew old teeth. I want to be afraid, usefully, welded to the arm of a folded biting Siamese conditioned dog, each throat rasping the same white noise, and willowed stupor for nout in put off the job. Please filling your sockets, the window snow night, slipping heads of endurance of your side to side mouth of grey, cling to my felching breeze, battered left wide, I am of mud. Crystal meth with you, seeming to walk at the beach and talking for days, or boil the sky, scatter hell, let summon forth vipers before cringing scalp sling my sister arts in passionate regression, undressed, paraphilic infantilism, screed of 9, atrophis willing done you skinhead, bitumen for I fled thee hence at arm position, gutted, motion carried, they draw my teeth as each slept, each collected gummy, gibbering mouth prophylacted, suck them chaste was tethered, projected, uttered hence between mere habit and backward glances towards the planet, shit silence, picture of workload, price of late, father guts of fish's guts, mummy skins a slip of skin and flays an itch, and smelly sluts running off the rind therein today, to say just something like, oh, I'm scared that I can no longer sit cross-legged on the ground. I feel it so weak, or come in it, or like it, or lump it, or come in the lump of it, or come your lump of baited hope. Fucking liar. CB3000 whispers my trumpet seed of lick, oh wordless dog, see a kiss, Caligula frown, my silted dog. I want to not be afraid of pelt and children, see his gate to say, at least I hurt to jibe in wanton will for all the world, like twisted mane and fancied blurt, horror ye intrude at steel, wicked, barren, in landed knife, little fickle kid battered me, whilst never fear for gear is good, a gallowed freaked out panic, a CBPPA, symbolic collision, can't guttural belongings to Asian friends, stocking cross legs, bloodless veins, never sated, panic makes the dog go louder, never fear for dogs in front or forth at jaw blood, dripping financial plea for dogs, to spare my thieved saints near to dogs, screed anal electrics with Marky Hansen's dogs, rapture makes dogs tinnitus winning plot like future lot. You will has hope, predelict nature, arson tarried while the bells were claimed, did he fall to dogs, behind the snarl a waltzed for corpse will catch butterfly tongues, for March scraped his chiselled tongue, they waltzed in heels upon her gate and hanged her from the nearest lamp. Before and after everything, I want to be fucked and die before I want to die, and to also want to have been dead for quite some time, for time to want to think about time to have money, and think back to a time when I thought to think at allowing allowances from friends who were friendly, back when night was night and politics was political, the swollen weight of wage smelled me through to a time when a dog was afraid, and lodged a wound fallen and formed to tongue a dog, dull, how damp I will necessitate a dehumidified ramped up to dry and keep it on all the same.